Welcome back to the Legacy Lounge a year later for part two or take two of the last year in review. How you feeling?
And I think that journey is moving in a direction that I think we're both excited about.
There's so much discussed about efficiency, and a lot of times people think about efficiency meaning AI and technology. But I think a lot of large companies think about it as scale. Make the task quicker, shorter, take less time for everything. And I think that in some ways has caused firms to walk away from in-depth planning, especially estate planning, because it takes such expertise and it takes such time to really talk about a family, about their legacy. And it turns out that our focus is really much more, we want to be efficient, but the focus is much more about effectiveness than efficient. I mean, some of the things that clients value the most are not that efficient. I mean, try to do a family retreat with 12 people and be really efficient about
Right.
managing those relationships. The clients value that. And I'm so glad that you buy in to all that, because it's so easy to think that the answer to everything is scale. But some things just don't scale that well. I had one client say, boy, you spend too much time with me, and I'm so glad you do.
That's right.
Because we're really getting things done.
Yeah, and to that point you were making earlier about efficiency versus effectiveness, it's more efficient to not do all of those things, right? It's more efficient not necessarily to plan.
You're right.
But it's much more effective to.
For the client.
Purpose is to pay for something or to be able to experience something. And so, that's really what, the investment platform, we talked about it in theory last year. We now put it into practice. And I think that that's what's been really something that I've been able to take from those vision and values meetings and from the financial planning meetings and say, here's how we translate that into your portfolio.
In the area of insurance, where it may be the cheapest way to pay the tax, or with private placement life insurance, which is multi-generational, it's a perfect vehicle for patient capital.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the piece that people forget, that insurance is an investment decision.
It's just an alternative investment.
It's an alternative investment, and I think that's where we think about that maybe a little bit differently, where it's considered maybe a separate product or a part of planning, purely a part of planning. But again, since we're putting planning and investing and insurance and all of the pieces together, when you put all of them together, you realize, insurance turns out to be maybe one of the best ways to leverage legacy.
It's formative for the next generation, and it's the most unselfish planning you can do, because you may not see the benefit of it while you're alive, but what you transition is meaningful.
What's come out of the last year the most is, I think, how much we enjoy this journey together, because I think we are seeing just how much impact we can have if the tethers are off, right? We're both free to do exactly what we think is in the best interest of the client. Just give us the tools.
With a lot of experience,
right,
and a great network of specialists who are informing us more every single day. A colleague of ours, in speaking about, just getting better as people and better, says that AI is not going to replace people, but the people who, don't know AI may be replaced. And so we're doing everything we can from a tech and efficiency standpoint, but we're never going to lose that human touch, because we understand that there's value even in inefficiency.
Absolutely. I think that's a great place for us to stop. I think that's exactly what it is that we are, there's a level of wanting to have these dialogues with our clients, right? This idea of spending time, right? I mean, I think that's
spending time aligning families, aligning them with their goals. And so I look forward to many more years.
Yes, looking forward to it as well.
Thanks, Samir.
Thanks.